will take myself on a walk today.
Welcome, friends at home. I'm glad you could join us again today. I'm Sharon.
And I'm Joanne. We want to take a look in our basket and see what we might be doing today on the show. Oh, there are some cards with some pictures on them, a hat, and a cat, and a bat.
That's interesting.
They sound kind of like they rhyme.
They
don't
do.
And a board, a little board. It's square.
And there's rubber bands.
I wonder what we'll do today with that.
Well, let's join them and find out.
Oh, welcome, friends at home. We're so glad you could be with us today on Mother Goose and Friends. We were just admiring all the beautiful quilts that we have here with us today. But before we talk about quilts a little more, Sister, would you introduce the children to our friends at home?
I'd be happy to. We have Dylan and Faith and Annie. You know, these quilts are so beautiful. I can tell that they have a lot of love in them.
Yes, someone's worked very hard on all of them, and I'll bet that's why our baby here looks so warm and snuggly. Well, you know, speaking of quilts, do you remember a quilt poem that we just learned recently?
Yes, and Granny Signs wrote it.
That's right. And I think this would be a perfect time to teach it. Okay, what we'll do is I'll say the whole poem through once, and then you can repeat it after me, line by line. So, friends at home, are you ready? And I think our friends are here. So let's start. See our baby sleeping so? It must be our quilt, I know. Yellow, blue, and white so bright, it keeps her warm all through the night.
Oh, that's a wonderful poem. Let's learn it line by line.
Okay, here we go. See our baby sleeping so?
See our baby sleeping so?
It must be our quilt, I know.
It must be our quilt, I know.
Yellow, blue, and white so bright.
Yellow, blue, and white so bright.
It keeps her warm all through the night.
It keeps her warm all through the night.
Let's say it all together now. See our baby sleeping so? It must be our quilt, I know. Yellow, blue, and white so bright, it keeps her warm all through the night. You know, Granny Signs wrote that poem just for us here on Mother Goose and Friends.
Yes, and friends at home, if you'll scoot in just a little closer, Granny Signs is going to show us how to sign our quilt poem.
Thanks, Granny Signs. Now we know Little Bo Peep and Baby's Quilt, and Granny Signs told me if we do a lot of practicing at home, tomorrow she'll teach us Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star.
That would really be great. Now, Sister, I heard that you had some things planned for the flannel board.
I do, but I think I need to take just a minute to put the quilt away and bring the flannel board out, so I'll be right back.
Sister, I see you have lots of pretty patterns up there. You know, it kind of reminds me of our quilts. Great patterns.
That's right, and that's what we've been talking about. Yesterday, we talked about colors and shapes and how we can use them to make patterns. But I didn't want our friends at home to think that that was the only thing we can use to make patterns with. We can use pictures, we can use shapes. These shapes happen to be called letters. And so today we're going to talk about some patterns that we have up here. And Dylan, can you help me start? Okay, why don't you tell me what's in this pattern? We have a
hat,
and a,
cat, bat, hat,
and what do you think comes next?
cat.
Okay, you want to put that up? Cat. That's right, so that finishes our pattern. Let's all say it together.
Hat, cat, bat, hat, cat, bat.
That's a fun pattern. And Faith, you want to help us with the next one? Okay, here we go. What do we have in this one?
Cat, A-T, cat, A.
Okay, do you want to finish that one off for us? Nice, thank you. Shall we all do it together now? Friends at home, you ready?
Cat, A-T, cat, A-T.
Good job.
Looks like we have one more.
We do. And Anna, are you going to help us with that one? Thank you. Okay, what do we have here?
Bat, hat, A-T, bat.
And what do you think comes next? We got the hat, and the A, and the T. Thank you. That looks good. Let's all do it together.
Bat, hat, A-T, bat, hat, A-T. You know, I think there are patterns everywhere. We had quilts, and we have picture and letter patterns. And I've got one more pattern in mind.
What do you want to bet it has something to do with snack? Is that right, sister?
It is. Let's go on over to the kitchen and I'll show you just what I mean.
And while you do that, I'm going to start getting things cleaned up here.
All right.
Okay. Oh, these made such pretty patterns.
Well, hi, Mother Goose. What are you up to?
Well, hi, Pops. We were just learning about patterns.
Cool. I've got a little project back at my shop you might be interested in. Would you like to see it?
Is it about patterns?
It sure is.
Well, yeah.
All right. I'll be back in a little while.
Okay,
All righty,
bye-bye.
bye-bye.
Friends at home, we're going to make a quilted sandwich. We have yellow, red, purple, and that one looks a little bit like ham. What do you guys think? Now, what is the yellow made out of, Annie?
Cheese.
Cheese. And Faith, how about the red and the purple?
Jelly.
Jelly. And then what's that last pink piece?
Ham.
Ham, right. And friends at home, you can use whatever combination you have at home. These were just things that Mother Goose and I had in our very own kitchen. So let's get ready to make our quilted sandwiches. Go ahead, kids. What's really fun about these is you can put them in whatever kind of a pattern you want. So even though we're all starting out with the same thing, I think you'll find that each of the children is thinking up their very own pattern. How you guys coming on your sandwiches?
Messy.
It is kind of messy, but that's okay. Oh, it looks like Annie's almost finished. She's spreading that red jam around a little bit. And looks like Dylan's going to finish off with cheese. Uh-huh. And Faith is working on her jelly too. She must like jelly. She has a lot of jelly on there. Okay, let's put all of our pieces toward the middle so we have a nice little square. Because I bet the children at home would love to see the kind of patterns that we've made. Can you hold your plates up really carefully? Tilt them a little bit like I am. There you go. Friends at home, can you see all the pretty patterns? And now comes the hard part. That's deciding which piece of our quilt we're going to eat first. Dylan, what are you going to sample first?
The ham.
The ham. And Faith, where are you going to
cheese.
start? At the cheese? And Annie?
Jelly.
Jelly. The red or the purple?
Purple.
the purple? Okay, then I'll start with the red jam. Okay. Very good. What do you guys think? What's nice is that this is a sandwich you can make all by yourself, isn't it? You know, you could put just butter and peanut butter on your quilt sandwiches too. Lots of munching going on. Wasn't that good?
Yeah.
No, it looks like I just missed the snack.
You sure did.
But I'll tell you, what happened while I was cleaning up is pretty exciting. Pop stopped by and said that he's got a project back at the shop that has to do with patterns. And he was going to go get it and bring it back for us.
Oh, I better get things cleaned up then.
Yep, because he's probably going to be here any minute, so.
Will you help me, kids? Let's take everything to the kitchen. Got that one, Annie? Great. Well, Pops, I see we're all set up to do something pretty interesting, and I noticed that everybody has something on their face.
Well, anytime you're working with tools, you should wear safety goggles.
Ah,
So,
safety goggles.
Everybody
Okay.
has safety goggles on.
Well, we've been talking about patterns today, and Mother Goose told me earlier that you had kind of a pattern.
Yes, I've got a
For
little
us to
project
make.
here with wood, nails, and rubber bands.
Oh, it's so colorful. Well, tell us, what did you do first, Pops?
First thing I did was I cut out a piece of wood, just scrap wood. Then I pre-drilled some holes to make it easy to nail in.
Uh-huh.
Then I put the nails in,
Oh, yes.
and then what we do is we take colorful rubber bands and we stretch them over the nails. Would you like to try that?
Oh, I see. You can make whatever pattern you want. That's fun. I can also see why you might need your safety glasses, because sometimes rubber bands snap back and can catch you in the face.
Would you like to try one? There you go.
I noticed too,
about you?
Pops, that you're using the really thick rubber bands. Do those work better than the skinny ones?
Well, you can see them better and they're more colorful.
Oh, look at that.
So now we have the start of a pattern.
We do. I bet each of the children would like to make their own pattern board, and it looks like you have just enough.
I do. Give you that. And we'll put a nail in here. Would you like to?
Ooh, good job, Faith. And can you nail the nails in any kind of a pattern you want?
Any pattern you want.
Pops?
I don't do any particular pattern. I just make it up as I go.
Oh, okay. That way all the designs are different.
There you go.
I noticed too that you've used some nails that have kind of a big top on them. Now, why did you use those?
Well, I use these nails because they kind of have a rounded top,
Uh-huh.
and so they're not sharp. You know, so when kids use them, they won't hurt themselves. Here, you want to nail that last one? Hammer it. Okay.
There
Now
you
we have
go.
one done, like that, and now you can just put your rubber bands on it.
All right. Annie, are you ready to do some pounding?
There you go.
Well, Pops, I see we have all of the nails on the boards.
Yep.
And now comes the really fun part. We get to stretch our rubber bands.
All right, go to it.
Now, I noticed there are some fat ones and some skinny ones.
Yep. There's some long ones and some smaller ones too.
Ooh, look how small that one is. So really, any size rubber band would work.
Any size rubber band,
I see.
as long as it's long enough to stretch between the nails.
Uh-huh. Oh my gosh, Dylan stretched his so far that he's been able to make a frame. And look at Faith. She's got sort of a circle going on. Oh, look how different they all are. Are you done with yours, Annie? Want to show our friends at home?
Very nice.
Isn't that nice?
Can I redo mine?
Mm-hmm.
You can do them.
You can redo them over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm. That's what makes it really fun. And you know, moms at home and dads at home and big people, this is a really great exercise for what we call our small muscles. And we need our small muscles in order to begin printing. So this is a lot of fun, but it's also developing our writing skills. Oh, look at that X you've got going on, Annie. That's fun. Dylan, why don't you show the friends at home what you've done?
It's very nice.
Isn't that neat? Yeah.
There's yours, huh?
Oh, yes. Look at Faith.
Well, this has sure been a lot of fun. I've got a little bit of work to do at my workshop, so I'm going to leave you kids with these, and you can take them home and play with them. And I thank you very much. It was a lot of fun to do this today.
Well, Pops, thanks for coming. You always make it fun.
All right. See you kids later.
Bye-bye.
Whoops. Goodbye, Miss Martha.
Friends at home, here's another idea for a quilt. It's a paper quilt. And I just went to the store, the kind of store where you can get stamps and things, so that I could pick out some pretty paper. And then we used some construction paper as a frame. And let's see, Faith, can I see yours for just a minute? We've went ahead and drawn our design and then cut our shapes accordingly. And even though everyone has the same shapes, I bet you'll be surprised at how different the quilts look. So let's get to pasting our quilts. You know, if you don't have a chance to go to the store where they have the stamps, you can also use wrapping paper. That works just fine. Or pieces of tin foil at home, that works fine too. Looks like everybody's working hard. Ooh, Faith, nice job. Good. Got polka dots going on there, huh? Friends at home, I can't wait for you to see these. Let's show everybody. Aren't they beautiful? You know, I've got a great idea, kids. There's a quilt show in town. How about I walk you down to the quilt show and we show these to the ladies there? Should we do that?
Yeah.
Dylan, would you lead us out? Bye, friends at home. See you later.
Galley-ump is on their way. Oh, what fun we'll have today. Are you ready to dance and play?
Hi, I'm Terry from 𝑔alley-ump. I'm going to be singing a song with some kids today. Mother Goose and Martha couldn't be with us. They're visiting a friend, but we'll catch up with them soon. And we have some helpers. We've got Kylie, Faith, Tristan, Anna, Cade, Dylan, Jasmine, and JJ are going to help me out today. And this song is called Hush Little Baby. I think we're ready to go. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Mama's gonna buy you a mockingbird. And if that mockingbird won't sing, Mama's gonna buy you a diamond ring. And if that diamond ring turns brass, Mama's gonna buy you a looking glass. And if that looking glass gets broke, Mama's gonna buy you a billy goat. And if that billy goat won't pull, Mama's gonna buy you a cart and bull. And if that cart and bull turn over, Mama's gonna buy you a dog named Rover. And if that dog named Rover won't bark, Mama's gonna take you to the park. And if that park has a merry-go-round, you'll be the happiest baby everyone. That was very nice. Well, we had better get going. So let's go ahead and have my front row stand up. All right, and let's follow the leader. Let's start with the front row.
Well, friends at home and our friends here, today we're going to read a story by Jan Brett, and it's called The Hat. And the story goes like this. Winter was on the way. Lisa took her woolen clothes out of the chest and carried them outside. She was hanging them up in the fresh air when a strong wind blew one of her stockings off the line. Curious Hedgie found it and poked his nose in, and when he pulled it out, the stocking was stuck on his prickles. Oh, how embarrassing, he thought. The mother hen came by with her chicks. Cackle, cackle, she clucked and laughed. What's that on your head, Hedgie? Why, that's my new hat, he told her. Isn't it beautiful? The mother hen cocked her head as if she had an idea, and off she ran. Hedgie saw the noisy gander looking down at him. Honk, honk, ho, 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 the gander laughed. Look at that. The hedgehog has flipped his gizzard. Laugh today, gander, but tomorrow when it rains, my hat will keep me dry. The gander thought for a moment, and then he ran off. The barn cat was watching from a tree as Hedgie tugged at the stocking. Meow, he called down. What a silly-looking hedgehog you are with that thing on your head. Hedgie said, but my ears will be warm in a snowstorm. Purred the cat, and off he ran. The farm dog and her puppies found Hedgie in a patch of brambles. Hedgie, is that a hat you're wearing? How funny you look, she barked, and her puppies yelped and giggled. But I'll be cozy and dry when it snows, Hedgie said. The farm dog's ears perked up, and off she ran. Oink, oink, the piglet squealed. What are you up to, Hedgie? The mama pig asked. Making sure my hat doesn't fall off if an icy wind blows up, he said. Oh, I see, said Mama Pig, and then off she ran. Hedgie, what is that ridiculous thing on your head? The pony snorted at Hedgie. That was the last straw. It's my hat, of course. Don't you know that everyone should wear a hat in the winter when it's cold and snowy, Hedgie shouted. The pony looked startled. Hedgie was usually so friendly, and off he ran. Friends at home, where do you suppose all of these animals are running off to? And what are they running off for? But we'll continue the story and maybe we'll find out. Hedgie just wanted to be alone. He was tired of everyone laughing at him, and with this thing on his head, he wouldn't even fit in his own den. He didn't see Lisa running after him, the other stocking in her hand. Come back, you silly hedgehog, she called. Oh, no, Hedgie thought. Even the girl is laughing at me. Lisa caught up and pulled her stocking off Hedgie's head. You ridiculous little hedgehog, she laughed. Don't you know that animals don't wear clothes? Hedgie headed for his den, and Lisa started back toward the clothesline. That's when she saw all of her missing woolens. Oh, they're all gone? The animals had taken them, and each one was thinking, now I am wearing a magnificent hat. Lisa was still chasing them when Hedgie reached his den. How ridiculous they look. Don't they know that animals should never wear clothes? Well, friends at home, did you guess where the animals were running off to and what they were going to go get? I bet you did. But for now, thank you for being with us on Mother Goose and Friends. And we'll see you again next time.
Well, that was a fun show today. I really enjoyed Granny Sign's poem about the quilt, and having her write it herself made it extra special.
That was fun, wasn't it? I like the way she can talk with her hands.
Yes. We need to do more of that sometimes. And then we also made a geo board today. Mine isn't put together yet, but that's something fun that you can do with your kids.
Make some great shapes. I also like the part where they were working with the words, and just like we talked before about patterns, they were showing that words can make patterns also. That bat and cat and hat all have the same ending sounds, the at, and to be able to change the letters and actually write it down so the kids can see those letters and watch them change at the beginning, but the back end is staying the same, and it helps them to begin to recognize that words have patterns and they're not just a jumble of letters, but we can begin seeing patterns in the words, and it helps them to begin reading.
And kids can cut out their own pictures out of magazines and coloring books and put different sounds and words together to make their own little words and stories. Lots of fun things that they can do on their own and learn and experiment with sounds.
And the poems we do in Mother Goose, there are a lot of poems at home, and we can practice those rhyming words with the poems.
Looks like that's all the time we have today.
We hope you enjoyed the program today. We certainly did, and we look forward to seeing you again next time.
All my friends are